what I'm asking this morning. Do you actually believe that truth about God? And that's the way that He sees you. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is Lamentations 3:22 and 23. It says this. It says, because of God's love, we are not destroyed. Because of His love, we are not destroyed. His mercies are new every morning. You know what that means? That means that whatever you did yesterday that makes you unworthy of God's love, that was yesterday. Right? Whatever you did last weekend, whatever party that you went to, whatever stupid thing you said, whatever way you disobeyed your parents, whatever way you got in trouble, whatever way you did this or that, it was yesterday. It already happened. His mercy is new today. Brand new today. Where He's just going, I want you back. I want you for myself. I want to give you everything. I've already given you my Son. And I want to give you more. I want to show you my love. I want to show you who I am. But again, the problem is, guys, I just think so often we just see ourselves like we kind of see this book. We see ourselves a little bit like this. And we know that God made us, right? We know that. I mean, most of us believe that anyway. If you don't believe that, I'm telling you it's true, but you may not believe it. But God made us, right? God, when He created us, He gave us breath, right? And He kind of gave us this life. He gave us this life. And we kind of go through our lives and we do this thing and we try to be who He wants us to be. But then, like I said, we just kind of walk around and we make little mistakes every now and then. And you know what? We mess up here and we mess up there and we do this and we do that. And over time, we just kind of end up feeling like this again. And we're kind of walking around our lives just feeling like this. And we may act like everything's okay, and we may act like we have it all going on, and we've all figured it out, and everything's good with us and God, and we come to church and all that good stuff, but inside we just kind of feel like this, we just feel worthless. It's like, what is this good for? Right? And we're just walking around like this, and we're just going, I don't really know if God sees me any differently than just this. Like I'm not much. Just not much. Jesus tells a story. Wrap up with this. Jesus tells a story in Luke chapter 15. It's a story about a son who comes to his dad. And he says, Dad, you know what? I want the money that you owe me right now. You see, his dad owed him an inheritance, but you're supposed to wait, obviously, until your father is dead to get your inheritance. But he comes to his dad. He's like, no, you know what? I want it now. Just give it to me now. Essentially, he's saying to his dad, you're dead to me. Dad, I don't like you, I don't care for you, I want my money more than I want to be in this family. Give me my money. And his father, because he loves him, his father says, okay, take the money, go, do what you want to do. And it says that the son leaves, doesn't even say goodbye, just leaves and walks off and goes. And it says that Jesus, telling this story, says he goes and he spends his money, he spends his time on wild living. He says wild living. That just means, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to be who I want to be. I'm going to go where I want to go. Nobody's going to say anything to me. I get to live it up and do everything that I want to do. Right? And that kind of sounds fun for a minute, but the next verse just says, you know what? He lost it all. He gave it all away and he lost everything that he had. Lost all of his money, lost everything that he had, and he actually had to go and hire himself out to this farmer. He lives on a farm for a little while. He actually is so poor, he has to eat the same food that the pigs are eating, just so he doesn't die. And he finally has this thought one day where he goes, maybe, just maybe, even though I feel just like this, maybe if I go back to my dad's house, he'll let me be a servant in his household, because that would be better than this. So he starts going back home, and as he's walking home, he's still a long way off, and in the distance, his father sees him coming home. And he runs to his son. He runs to him. And I want you to think about this. I don't know how long the son was gone, whether it was a week or whether it was years that his son was gone, but his father had been looking for him. The whole time, he was waiting for his son. That's how he saw him in the distance. It doesn't mean that he just happened to see him. It wasn't a coincidence. He was waiting. He was looking every day, standing out there just watching and waiting for the day that his son would come home. So he sees his son, and he runs to his son, says he throws his arms around him, and he kisses him, and he says, I'm so glad that you're back. I'm so glad that you're home. And the son says, Dad, because he feels like this, and he's just like, Dad, I don't even deserve to have you call me son. I'm not your son. So if I could just be a servant in your household. And he barely gets the words out of his mouth, and his dad says, no, nonsense. You know what? Get me a ring, let's put it on his finger. Get me a coat, let's put it around his shoulders. Get me brand new shoes and put them on his feet. And get the fattest calf we can find and kill it and slaughter it and let's eat it because we're going to have a party. You know why? And then he says this, and I can just picture him turning back to his son and going, because my son is home. He was lost, he was found, he was dead, but now he's alive. He called him his son. The son just said, I don't deserve to have you call me son. And his father says, you are my son. He didn't call him kid, he didn't call him stranger, he didn't call him this person who walked back home. He said, son. Why? Because he's a good father and he loves his son. And he's just glad that he's home. And guys, so much of our lives I think we spend just feeling like this. We just feel like there's not much to our lives. We're kind of worthless, we're kind of useless, and not much is going on. And no matter how hard we try to fix it, we just can't do anything about the fact that we feel like that. And the truth of the matter is, God comes into the equation, and God shows up, and God's love is much more like this. And God just comes in and He's like, you know what? I don't want you feeling like that. I want you feeling like this. I want you understanding that everything that I do for you every single day is about how big and how awesome my love is for you. It's not about what you feel like. It's not about what you say about yourself. It's not about how bad you think this is. And so many of us want to walk around and go, yeah, I see all of that. I understand that that's great, but I still feel like this. And God's like, get that out of here. That's not who you are. This is who you are. I want to celebrate you. Just like the Father in that story. Jesus tells that story because He wanted to celebrate His Son. And God's just going, let my love celebrate you this morning. I want you to know that I see you like this. That when I think about you, I think about you with love, and I think about you with joy, and I think about you with gladness, and I just want to celebrate who you are because you're my son, you're my daughter, you're my child. And I want you to know me. So this morning, guys, it's just on my heart today that I want y'all to know that worthless, insignificant, ugly person that you may think you are sometimes, that is not how God sees you in Jesus. God sees you like He wants to celebrate you because He loves you so much. So I want to take some time.